Well, build my gallows and build them high. Makes a long time climbing before I die. I want the chance that's buried in his eye. Well, they gave me bars, but I can see between to a dusty yard and a long gone green. They call that freedom, if you know what I mean. And I drown my sorrows, but the whiskey's gone. I'm sober.
Hello everybody, welcome. Quick bang, I'm Matty. This is talking about Hibs 2-1 defeat at Ibrox today. Jimmy, we'll not beat about the bush. We'll get straight into it. What were your thoughts on the game?
Well, let's just say to you before we came on here, it's ridiculous, mate. The standard of refereeing in this country is absolutely ridiculous, mate. It really is. And the whole conversation, this conversation we're having tonight will be about one decision, and it's the Portuguese decision. Now, we had the private chats earlier on, and Dave's talking about, well, it was reckless. He's there to win the ball. He's won the ball. Clearly, there was no malice in the tackle, and it's a straight red. I don't think he actually seen it, Matty. I don't think the referee actually... The referees listened to the crowd. That's what's got him sent off.
Aye.
It's ludicrous.
And what did you think up until that point, Jimmy?
Sorry, say it again, Matty.
What did you think of the game up until that point?
I thought Hibs played very well. I thought they were in control. I don't think Rangers were brilliant. But the decision, you're up against the champions, 10 men. Well, against 12 men.
Against
really.
12.
Matty, and that is it. I mean, how many bookings? He couldn't help to get his yellow card out of his pocket for Hibs players. Barisic should never be on the park to put the cross in.
Aye.
It was an elbow. It was an elbow to Boyle.
But it was a lot worse tackle than Portuguese's. Like Barisic on Boyle was a lot worse. It was endangering an opponent. If you're coming in with your elbow into somebody's face, you've got to be asking questions about that.
He's rolling about the floor as if it was Boyle that done him.
Aye. Wasn't it the first time in the game he'd been at it either? Barisic had chucked himself down earlier in the game as well. Now,
I've seen a wee bit on Hunt TV, the cross to Ruth's goal. It looked offside, but I can't comment any more than I think it was offside, but it wasn't conclusive on Hunt TV.
Well, there was maybe I saw a few comments on Twitter. Maybe McGregor was playing him on, so I don't know because I've not seen it back for a good enough angle. I couldn't tell you.
Shocking defending.
Aye, you can't leave him unmarked like that. Kaiser, what about you? What was your take on it?
Well, obviously we started the day off with a fucking abseiling display, and I thought that was fucking terrible. And then up steps fucking Nick Walsh, man. So give a shite cup to this guy. And see, forever you've said the refereeing bias today. Fuck me, what a display that was. I know the comments getting made on his challenge. I know Porto's kind of gave him a decision to make, but fuck me, was for never a red card was that. And it's definitely changed the game. The whole game changed after that. You could see it. And then it didn't become about the football. It became about that bastard's done us out of a point, 3 points. Aye, it's fucking shameful. It's shameful that this is going on week in, week out, and there's fuck all that we can do about it apart from sit back, watch and have a moan about it after the game. It's ridiculous. And it's not just their game in isolation. It's anybody playing the Ugly Sisters. This is happening to them. And where does it stop? Or does it stop, or does it just keep going? I thought the first half, I think, were good value for money. Up to the second half, we played well and we looked impressive. We looked really good. I know we didn't have much of the ball, but when we did have the ball, we looked deadly. Cadden's crossing for Nizzy was superb. And Porto on that up to the end were brilliant. We just had it contained and we had their card marked. We totally nullified their fucking fullbacks. But then, as I say, the conversation just steers towards, yet again, another refereeing performance. Only the difference this time is arguably Rangers are the better team, right? When you look at them on paper, they're better than us, they're stronger than us, right? And they're the champions, right? So you go on the day with kind of a low expectations to say, maybe we'll come away with a draw at best, and because we're away at Ibrox, But to come away feeling like we do, it's sour grapes because of the decisions made by the referee today. And I mean, you could see a Rangers player doing the same fucking thing as a Hibs player, and the Hibs player getting condoned for it. And it's things like that we need to move away from. And it's made me absolutely fucking sick, to be honest with you.
I was raging about it. Somebody tweeted us. I think it was Ron Burgundy on Twitter. He says that in 7 games that Nick Walsh has had Rangers this season, he's sent off 6 opponents.
Oh well, that doesn't surprise me, Matty.
Doesn't surprise me. Jamie, we'll come to you in the persevere, mate. So, what was your take on the game?
I'm not going to lie. That is the worst fucking referee performance I've ever seen in my fucking life. It was horrific. Now, take away the signing off with Purchase, right? As soon as the goal went in, he was hell-bent on giving them fouls, cheeky wee things, the whole fucking thing after that point. As soon as that point happened, when Purchase made the challenge, I knew he was going to be sent off. It was never a sending off. And I would be interested to hear what they've got to say on sports scene in terms of the sending off, because if you see it from every other angle, somebody says it looks over the ball. It's not fucking over the ball. He's even how many meters is he apart before the ball's even played? It's not as like it's the close challenge and it's over the ball to injure a player, so it's dangerous play. The challenge is actually 4 foot away. So how the fuck can you send a player off? Take that aside. The refereeing decision after that, booking after booking after booking, is just... I can't get my head around it. I'm raging. I am so fucking annoyed. We were much better than him today, and Ryan Purchase was absolutely brilliant for that sending off. Let's face fact, he was fucking excellent. And he just took every sting at the game. And see when Scott Allen got taken off, when the substitution happened, I'd be surprised if Scott Allen didn't say to him, "You're a cheating bastard," and that's why he got booked, because that's the only way it could go.
Aye. I think when he's booked Allen when he's gone off must have been for something he said, but at 1-0, I thought we were dead comfortable. I thought we looked like we played most weeks. We were kind of mopping the ball up at the back, try to play a bit of football, we're getting into good positions going forward. And then the referee goes up. And he was letting a lot of stuff go for Rangers, Jamie, as well, wasn't he?
Aye, but you look at the booking, like later on, Ken, like a slight tug, it's a booking. It's like, how did Joe Aribo stay in the park? And I'm not being a bit of a Hibs fan. It was a fucking really annoying performance by the referee. Now you can call this a conspiracy if you want, but see yesterday with Hearts winning and then going top of the league, and us winning the day at Ibrox would have been a catastrophe for the fucking establishment. So, okay, a conspiracy theory, Ken, about fucking all other teams, but today showed the fact that how incompetent the referees are. I am absolutely disgusted about how that went today. Disgusting. I can't even fucking tell you how bad that refereeing decisions, all the refereeing decisions today were fucking beyond control about how we played. We were excellent today, and none of you and they fucking proper let us down.
Aye, Jimmy, I'll come to you. What about the goals we conceded? What did you think of them?
Oh, bad decision making. You know, I mean, Morelos' goal. He shouldn't be nowhere near that. Hanlon should be mopping it up. All right, it's a good cross. I mean, it's fine, but he should be mopping that up, mate. The first Roof's goal, again, he's got acres of space. It was like Nisbet's goal. He had acres of space for his header. There were 2 of them. 3 goals were defensive errors, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Could they have been dealt with better? Absolutely, 100%. But listen, the defence was up against it for, well, Christ, how many minutes? 60 minutes, you know.
Aye.
Constant.
Jim,
Yes.
Jim, Roof's goal was offside.
Well,
You haven't seen another angle to say that it was onside. All you've seen is behind the ball and players' heads. And you never seen anything like that. That was offside. If McGregor's playing onside, him onside, I'll fucking eat my hat.
Well, that's what I said earlier, Jamie. That's what I said earlier when I first started, that it's no conclusive. The angles, I've seen it. I say that it looked offside at first glance. I've watched the Hunt TV replays and it doesn't say aye or nay. So, but hey, they could have been dealt with better. That's what I'm saying. But and I said it last week, Matty, about I don't see the point in Macy blootering the ball up the park to Kevin Nisbet, who his first touch was non-existent.
Mhm.
The big centre halves that they've got were just heading it back, and our players were knackered. They were knackered, Matty. Just roll the plate and knock it about.
Try and keep it for a bit, take a bit of pressure off.
But anyway, they could have been dealt with better, the goals.
Kaiser, what did you think of the team selection for Jack Ross? Think he got it right?
I wasn't too sure when I seen it. I gave me Cadden and that, but obviously seen what Cadden done today, and I think he's been missing that bit of accuracy in the delivery there. Alan had a good, but everybody had a brilliant game up to that second half, and that's what I'm saying. It's just everyone just it looked like looking for a wee bit of a settled status with the formation, same team week in, week out, and that they looked like that for the first 30 minutes.
Yeah.
It looked like they all had been playing there for a couple of weeks and they knew their positions, knew their jobs. Guy called Nathan Patterson, he's back fucking pocket, was brilliant. All across the park we looked strong and we were a unit, and it's just sad to say, can the sending off it's just ripped the arse right out of the game.
It's totally
We
gone,
were completely undone by that fucking sending off. Completely undone. I thought Hibs were excellent up until that point. Never looked in danger, never had a problem sending off, and I think Nick Walsh actually knew that Porter was having a great game.
Even after the goal, you've normally got that kind of immediate reaction where Rangers are going to come to town and get you because of the reaction for the goal, but we were still in control. We were still we were competent. We were just like a solid unit, and we didn't look like we were going to be easy to break down. And that's kind of a testament to Ross here, because Ross has put that team out and he's stuck to the game plan. It's just unfortunately been undone by a shitty decision.
I wonder what Jack Ross actually said to him at the end.
I hope he gave him what for. Jamie, in terms of what this means for Hibs' season, because a lot of folk were talking about this being like a kind of chance for us to show a statement of intent. How do you think Hibs push on for here?
Well, to be honest, it was a show of intent. We played well. Could have won the game. Should have won the game. So we were always in control, and they were backpedaling. For the rest of the season, to be honest with you, I'm not going to lie. I know it's a conspiracy thing and all that nonsense, but if this is how we're going to get treated in the big games, we're not fucking hiding to nothing. And they're talking about VAR coming in for the top league games and for cup games. And that we could obviously argue that point in terms of the penalties we've had. Should have been penalties, could have been penalties, this, that, and the other. And that was fucking blatant today. Blatant cheating. And I just can't understand how even VAR would even change that, because we are on a hiding anything. Hiding anything. We're a good side. Played well. Should have won the game.
Aye. It's one of these things you have no faith, Jimmy, do you, that if there is VAR, that the folk would overturn that decision because of the way the game's run in Scotland.
If there was VAR, you would have Beaton, or you would have Nick Walsh, you would have any of these referees sitting on the VAR with their controls. They're not going to change decisions. And I'll tell you another thing, it won't happen. It will not happen, because Celtic and Rangers will just put the vote and it'll just be no chance. No chance.
Aye.
No chance. Sorry, Matty. That's just it's just a lot of shite coming through the Sun Daily Record and bollocks. I'm sick.
Kaiser, Alan McGregor was a ghost for Rangers today. What were you thinking about his socks situation? Do you think he's put him on in a rage?
I seen how raging he was after the goal, and that I was going to act a wee tweet just to say yes, because he was fucking raging, wasn't he? He's the angriest player on the pitch, and I mean that's maybe a good title to have. But see, we're going back to like what we said about VAR and that. We've got fucking VAR in Scotland, visually fucking incompetent referees, and I don't understand. See, like how we keep going on is like players they wrong and they'll get kind of a taken in, and I know that refs, if they get wrong decisions, they're meant to get bumped in a league off. When does that happen in Scotland? When the fuck did he get moved? How have we still got the same, for some of the decisions that went on last season, how have we still got the same band of fuckwits that were there last season that haven't been moved in the leagues and haven't had to go down to the League 2, League 3 and that?
They get moved in when they've done the decisions against Rangers and Celtic. That's when it happens.
They get fucking promoted in a new draft.
But you've got, as I said to you on one of the other quick bangs, this is the level you've got to play against, is the fact that your commentators are saying, oh, maybe they'll want to even things up in the second half because they've made a mistake.
Yes.
This is fucking backwards. No?
Yeah, definitely. Fact.
Right, well, there's not much more to say about the game. We'll round up. Jimmy, who's your man of the match?
Well, I thought Paul Hanlon was fantastic again. Okay, he's defending at the end, cost him, but Hanlon and Butcher's, Jamie, as you were saying, was great until he got sent off. The two of them were a rock. The two of them were fantastic. So I'm going with Paul Hanlon. Or I'll just go with the team because they all worked their bloody socks off.
Kaiser, what about you, Kaiser? Who was your man of the match today?
I'm going for Porto, and my only regret with Porto is that he didn't snap that bastard and get a bit of value that.
and Jamie, man of the match for you, mate?
I thought the team were the man of the match. Fuck the referee.
Aye. Up against it for the word go. Right, well, that'll do us for the day. We'll be back with Longbangers tomorrow night. We'll pick the game apart in a bit more detail. Boys, thanks for coming on, and we'll catch you next time.
Cheers.
County line, I pledged upon. Well, they trailed me down when I broke free. I drank all the whiskey in Tennessee.